Right now on Fox 43 News at 5, state lawmakers have introduced a new proposal to change voter ID requirements in Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Evan Forrester. The proposal is attached to a bill to change the date of the 2024 presidential primaries here in Pennsylvania. Fox 43's Marshall Keeley joins us now live from the state capitol with details of the proposal plus reaction.
Yeah, Evan, the House introduced that measure today. It would require voters to identify themselves every time they show up to the polls, but they wouldn't necessarily have to use a state-issued ID to do so. Republicans introduced a bipartisan measure in the state House that would require voters to show their state-issued ID or show a number of substitutes. IDs up to 12 months past expiration, student or work IDs, and even utility bills and pay stubs could be used as verification under the new proposal.
We came back and put some kind of safety precautions and bring back integrity and trust to the voters.
It's going to be effective in 2025. Obviously, we'd like to see that length of time shortened to upcoming elections. It also has a lot of potential for different IDs. We would like that streamlined a little bit.
Democratic State Representative Justin Fleming is opposed to the measure, saying the state already requires that voters identify themselves the first time they visit the polls.
We already have a voter ID law. I see no reason to expand it, particularly since in other states where voter ID has passed, it's been used as a tool to suppress votes.
The measure was introduced as part of an amendment to House Bill 1634 that would move the 2024 presidential primaries up to March 19th and avoid a conflict with Jewish Passover. Voting rights advocates feel the identification issue should stand on its own.
We're very concerned that this will suppress some votes in Pennsylvania, that those who don't have all the information they need about what is acceptable ID could dissuade some folks from actually showing up to a poll.
Meanwhile, the County Commissioner Association of Pennsylvania says counties will need to prepare for earlier primaries, hoping the legislature makes a decision soon.
There are lots of conversations on election reforms that we are happy to have with the General Assembly, including on voter ID, but now is not the time and this is not the bill to do that, so that we can make sure that we can get a bill on the primary to the governor's desk.
Republicans in favor of the change to voter ID say that this would ensure fair and honest elections. Democrats, on the other hand, say this is a politically motivated move that has nothing to do with voter protection. Now, the amendment did pass the House this afternoon, though there's a long way to go before it's finalized. Representative Seth Grove told me that he hopes it's cleaned up in the Senate. Live in the state capitol today, Marshall Keeley, Fox 43 News.